It's Mineral Table Friday. Welcome, everybody. I hope everyone's Friday's going good for you. Our episode today is on mineral tables, agate tables, all kinds of cool mineral tables. So these are kind of fun. We make a lot of these ourselves, trying to get more and more into making them ourselves because we have saws where we're able to cut a lot of our material that you can kind of see with this. It's kind of that wonder stone that you see right here, the jasper. But we're able to cut a lot of these different stones and kind of basically put them into a two-part of epoxy on a lot of our different kind of size molds, as you can see, like the big circle one right here. Kind of got that oblong one in the back, along with that one, and some smaller ones. But they're a lot of fun to make. And we were kind of thinking, I've been cutting different slabs over the years, and we kind of have a lot of this different slab material. So we're like, what are we going to do with a lot of this material? And tables are kind of a great way. We make a lot of trays too, like serving trays, breakfast and bed trays, if you will. And they're just a lot of fun to make. So we'll just kind of go over a couple of them, and we kind of got a bunch of different stands. So what I like to do sometimes, I don't like to completely mount them. So you kind of see like this petrified wood one, it comes right off. So we have these different bases that we can obviously mount them to the base, or if you want, like this one's petrified wood out of black forest, and it's pretty heavy, so it's not going to really fall out that easily. But we can definitely mount pretty much anything you want. You kind of see this one that sold right here. Kind of mounted that to that table top right there, table base, and it's kind of neat because it kind of has that silver background to it. So that one's kind of unique, and you kind of see that base right there, that nice metal base on it. So a lot of different types of bases you can kind of see. There's a gold one that has that dyed agate on it right there for 100. And then we kind of have that metal one right there for the X down on the bottom. You got the one with the marble and kind of the silver, the brass one, and then another metal one, kind of like that first one we just showed you. So a lot of fun to play with. And epoxy is always kind of interesting. This is one of the first ones that I made. And it's kind of cool because you get all those dyed agate slices. There are lots of different colors, really bright. So they're kind of cool for a side of a couch, a side table. It's kind of a funny story. I had a couple come, I believe it was last year, to my sale, and they bought 3 or 4 little side tables like these guys. And they had just bought a house, and they wanted to put all these outside of their house, under the rooftop where it would be protected from the elements. But they wanted to have a couple of those tables around their house, and I just thought that was so cool. Like, it's so fun to hear the stories of what people might do with these rocks and might do with a lot of the projects that we make here. So you can kind of see that colorful one back there. But it's always fun, and we get kind of creative. We have a couple curing right now. So I have a malachite slice one that I'm working on currently, and then we have another agate slice one, a smaller agate slice, kind of more like this one, but just more like the yellows and the oranges. But you can kind of see the big one right here, big slices. And it's pretty big, pretty good thickness if you can kind of see on the side. You kind of see our thickness going on. So they are pretty durable. And they wipe really easily off, which is kind of nice as a table. You kind of worry about some of this stuff discoloring over time or anything like that. But these are going to stay pretty good. You're going to probably have to do maybe more maintenance than you would a typical like wooden table. But they're going to be pretty easy to clean. Scratches are always kind of a problem with any side tables, but like these petrified wood ones, you're not going to really have as much of a problem with those as you are with like some of these agate ones where they're clear, translucent. So you're going to kind of see scratches a little bit easier, but as long as you're kind of maintaining those guys, cleaning them, it won't really be a problem. But yeah, they'll be fun. So we're going to have these out at our sale. They're always kind of fun to stick in between the tables. The bigger tables, of course, that we have with all of our other rocks and minerals. But just, they're kind of eye-popping, right? Like that quartz chunk right here. That one's for 100. Got a big old chunk of quartz. And then we put like a gold foil around the edge of it. Just to really make that table pop. But really cool pieces. They all kind of tell a story. It's kind of fun because you look back and you're like, oh, I remember cutting that agate slice. I remember cutting that agate slice. So it's really cool to have that memory into a lot of these works of art. So if anybody sees any that of interest, please let me know. Like I said, we have a lot of table bases right here. so we can get these guys strapped up so you can take them home. Have a good weekend, everybody.